Hi, my name is Joanne Calderwood, and right now I want to talk about the Chicago teachers' strike. I'm a mom. I have 8 children, and education is near and dear to my heart. And as I was walking this morning, I was thinking about what's going on in Chicago. What are those kids doing today? They have downtime. Some of them might be high school seniors that need to prepare for the SAT and college boards, and how this strike affects their future. And then it dawned on me that, parents in the school system, and maybe you are one, you have chosen to give control of your child's education to the school system. That's what parents do, right? Wealthy parents may be able to send their kids to a public school, but for the most part, we give over control of our children's education and really the control of their whole day to a school system. And right now in Chicago, that system is defunct. And as I was thinking about this morning, I started to get angry and frustrated, and I began to feel like some of you parents might feel who have kids who are home right now because of the strike. And if your children are in the educational system, you've given over that control. The system has control. But you know what? Who knows your children better than anyone else? Chances are good that it's you, moms. And as a mom, I know and can say that I have authority over my children because I'm their mom. And I decided to trust my instincts, and I encourage you to trust your instincts with your child's education. There are other options in 21st century United States of America in these days. And I'd like to just encourage you to think about education a little bit differently. Do you know that your child's best teacher is probably himself? And if kids are motivated to learn, and motivation is the key here, there can be no stopping them. Absolutely. And the results can be extraordinary. Now, how do I know this? I found this out by accident. I'm a mom of 8 children, ages 10 through 23, and I found, again, by accident, I'm not some educational guru, but I found by accident that my children could teach themselves better when I gave them materials and trusted them to go ahead and learn them individually. What kind of extraordinary results have we had in our family? Well, by giving my children the tools that they need to learn in the comfort of their own home, which involve giving them curriculum, a student planner so they could track. They have educated themselves up through high school. And out of my first 4 children who have graduated from high school, I still have 4 girls at home who are ages 11th grade and less. But my 4 older ones, all 4 of them have gone on to the colleges of their choice. They've all won academic scholarships. And I'm proud to say that I have 1 perfect SAT score, 1 nearly perfect SAT scores, 2 above average SAT and ACT scores, and if I combine all 4 of their best scores and average them, my first 4 kids, by learning at home, by teaching themselves what it is they need to know, they have a College Board average in the 97th percentile, which, like I said, was good enough to get them into their first choice universities on full scholarships. And some of them, actually 2 out of the 4, have earned cash back. And one daughter paid for her wedding this summer from money that she received above and beyond what her schooling cost her. And right now we actually have 2 college graduates, as I said. Now, my kids have had a high level of motivation and a high level of success. They've been very self-motivated. Has this happened by chance? Well, yeah, like I said, we stumbled upon a methodology which has yielded extraordinary results in our family. But let me ask you this. Do you ever wish you could take your kids and wind them up at the breakfast table, set them down, and have them just go off, do their chores, and do their schoolwork right in the comfort of their own home without you having to go and nag, etc., etc.? Well, that is the freakishly amazing result that we've had in our home school with our 8 children. Right now, my 4 girls are sleeping as I'm doing this video out on the deck so that I don't wake them. But again, this morning as I was walking, I just had this burning desire to get the message out, perhaps to Chicago parents whose kids are being held hostage, their educations are being held hostage, that there is a different way to educate your kids. So today, my kids' education, heck, their schedule and my schedule is not controlled by a school system. It's not controlled by a government. And my children are what I like to call self-propelled. Your children can be too. They don't have to get up in the morning and go out to a school and have a teacher teach them for 13 years. But as a former classroom teacher, that's what I thought I had to do with my children until I discovered a different way. So all you need to give your child an educational makeover is to trust your instincts. You don't need a lot of money to educate your children at home. Heaven knows, a family of 10, we are so not independently wealthy. We do not have an abundance of cash reserves. In fact, because we have 10 kids, we've lived under the poverty level for most of my children's upbringing, and we probably still do now, come to think of it. So it doesn't take money. It doesn't take a lot of knowledge. You may say, oh, I don't even have a high school diploma. That's okay. It depends on your state requirements, but I want to encourage you that there is something better. There's a educational freedom that comes from having your children be at home with you. No bullying. Well, except maybe from siblings, but you have control over that, which is a happy thing. But you need your mom instincts. You need a roadmap, perhaps a guide, to help you get step by step from where you are today with children in the public school system that is on strike, and therefore your kids aren't learning anything, to where your children are home, like they are right now. There's a strike, they're home, right? They can be home every day, learning independently, with motivation, with excellence. And believe me, motivated learners become self-propelled students, the ones you wind up at breakfast in the morning and set them down and off they go. So like I said, it does not take a lot of money at all. My family is living proof of it. You don't have to be super smart. I am definitely living proof of that. Math and I still don't get, I still don't get fractions. I don't know how to do fractions. I missed that in 3rd grade. So, but I do have a tool for you that can help act as a guide and as a roadmap, and it's a book called The Self-Propelled Advantage. There it is, so you can see. And as I told you earlier, my name is Joanne Calderwood, so this means this is a brand new book that I have out, and I've been helping parents for years to help their children become self-motivated and self-propelled, and it has borne good fruit, not just in the child's education, but also in the family. Again, you need to trust your mom instincts. If what's going on in your home with the education of your children is not peaceful, there is an alternative that yields peace, it yields excellence, it yields kids who are independent, they are motivated, and they learn with excellence. And the Self-Propelled Advantage book that's only available on my website right now because it hasn't even been released yet, is available, and I'll give you the web address at the very end of this. But you know, this strike is a good time to evaluate and decide if there is a better educational option out there for your children. And you know what? The Self-Propelled Advantage will give you a professional educator's inside view, as like I said, a former teacher, an inside view of just exactly what educational recipe yields the most excellent results. And you know, you tailor this program to your students' individual uniqueness. This is not a one-size-fits-all classroom thing. It's very individual, it's very simple, and the results are extraordinary. Remember, I mentioned those high-scoring kids that I have on the SAT. I mean, it's freakishly weird to me, but it's become the norm in our home. So it is so much easier than you could ever imagine to take control of your child's education. And I want to encourage you that you can educate them at home. So if you've ever felt or had that question in the back of your head nagging, gee, I wonder if I could ever teach my kids at home. Absolutely you can. And not only can you teach them, but you can teach them to teach themselves with excellence. You don't have to know calculus in order to educate your children. So maybe it is time for an educational revolution in your home. Maybe it's time to teach your kids to teach themselves with excellence and motivation. Maybe it's time to get control of your child's education, to take control from the school district and say, no, I know my child. I am my child's best possible mentor. So get control of your child's education. Give a measure of control to them according to their maturity level, and watch them take control and propel themselves into a lifetime of learning that leads to absolute success in whatever road they choose. But you can do it. You can find an alternative. And if you'd like to just evaluate the options that are out there today as far as educational options, I have those options for you in a chapter of The Self-Propelled Advantage, The Parent's Guide to Raising Independent, Motivated Kids Who Learn with Excellence. And what's the website, you're wondering? Let me grab it for you. My kitty cat is sitting on my website. This is the website that if you're interested in finding out more about how to teach your kids to teach themselves, you can go to joannecalderwood.com, and I will see you there. You can email me any support I can give you. We have coaching available. But as a mom to other moms, you can raise children who are extraordinary. They already are. Maybe you don't know that, but take control of their education. It's easier than you might think. So it is about time for me to go wake up my 4 girls. Actually, they might already be awake. And I'm going to wind them up, set them down, and let them go. We have volleyball today. We have cello lessons today. And I just hope that you and your children also have an extraordinary day. Thank you. Bye. I almost forgot to tell you about the 2 free reports that I have available for you that you can get by just going to my website. On the homepage, there'll be a link to 2 free reports. The first one is entitled Strike Schmike, How to Use Downtime to Sharpen Your Students' Language Skills. And the second free PDF download is entitled How to Raise Independent, Motivated Kids Who Learn with Excellence in the Comfort of Their Own Homes. So you can get either one of those 2 free reports. You can get both of them, and they're available even if you are not affected by the Chicago teachers strike right now. They're to any mom or any, okay, we'll go ahead and let dads, if they're interested, go ahead and get the free downloads. And once again, oh, my kitty is sitting on my website. Here's my kitty. Here is the website address. It is joannecalderwood.com. joannecalderwood.com. I'll be there waiting to give you your free PDF files. And this kitty actually is looking for a home. But anyway, thank you for taking a moment, and if there's anything that I can do for you to help you and your children with your education, I'd be happy to do so. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Hi, sweetie. Yes, we have a wonderful day. Let's go wake up the girls.